Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will cover another method of Python, which is any. If you remember, in our last session, we discussed about the all method or all function. So what all method were doing, like it was used to verify whether the all element of the past argument is true or not. If it is true, then it was returning true. Otherwise, it was returning false. This function is also work in a same manner, but there is only one difference, like it will check for each element. If any of the element is true, then it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Okay, as its name suggests, any means any element. If any element is true, it will return true, otherwise it will return false. And in case of all is indicating that if all element is true, then only it return true, otherwise it will return false. So this is the only difference between any and all. Here I have noted down few scenarios. One by one we will go through each scenario with the outputs. Okay, so for first scenario you can see that I am storing one values name. I am storing one list into values variable where I have three elements: false, true and false. So here you can see one element is true. So in that case, if I pass this variable as an argument to any function, it will check and it finds that one element is true, so it will return true. Okay, so let's verify the same by running one program. So I'm running this Python. For running, I'm running one command on terminal: python space session 59.py. So here you can see it is returning true because one element is true. Now look at the second scenario. Here I'm passing one tuple with three element, and all of the three element is false. So in that case it will return false only because it does not find any kind of true value. Now look at the third scenario. Here I'm using set with 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, and it is returning true because all the element is true. Likewise, I am using the dictionary. In dictionary, I am passing key value pair, where some key contains the value as false and some contain as a true. So if any of the value is true, then in that case it will return true. Now look at the fifth scenario. Here I am just storing one single string, which is hello, and it is true, so it is returning true. Okay, so with these scenarios we can understand, like whenever whatever the value we are passing to it as an argument, it will check if any of the element is true, it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Okay, and another thing is that like when you are moving any value to these function, just make sure that it should be valid, right? You can't pass anything which is uh, not allowed for passing it to that argument, otherwise it will give error. Okay, so if we talk about the difference, the only difference between these two function, all and any, is that all function checks and it asks that all the elements should be positive or true. But in case of any, if any of the element is true, it will return true. And if I talk about the similarity between these two functions, then the similarity is that both the function return true or false, means boolean value. Okay, so yeah, these are the some questions that people can ask in interview, like what is the difference between all and any. So in that case you can easily explain these things. So I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.